Hey everybody, and welcome back to another movie review with Jess. Today's movie is Love in the Time of Monsters. A while back on Twitter, @Uncle Slavko said that I would probably dig the movie Love in the Time of Monsters. Well, Uncle Slavko, we'll just see about that. The movie is directed by Matt Jackson, and it looks like this is his first feature film. It stars Jenna Shaw, who you may remember from an episode of Revenge, or as Party Girl from Not Another Teen Movie. Then there's Marissa Skell, who you may remember from that episode of Dexter, or more notably as female college student number 2 from 1,000 Ways to Die. A lot of the supporting cast are from some famous horror movies. These actors were actually top billed, even though they seem to be much more of a supporting cast. There's Doug Jones, who played the Fawn and the Pale Man in Pan's Labyrinth. And then there's Kane Hodder, who's portrayed Jason Voorhees in 4 of the Friday the 13th movies. I was also surprised to see Michael McShane, who's been in a couple episodes of Whose Line Is It Anyway, and also was Professor Keenbean in the Richie Rich movie. The story focuses on 2 sisters that go to a campground tourist trap, and the lake's contaminated water is turning the staff and wildlife into bloodthirsty monsters. This movie was ridiculous, but I give it credit for incrementally increasing the ridiculousness throughout the movie. The movie had some pretty decent jokes, but I was disappointed that the majority of the memorable jokes were featured in the trailer. Like when the one girl gets her thumb bitten off and says, "Put it back!" Or the part that probably gave me the biggest laugh was when the cheerleader type girl got attacked by the monster squirrels. Moments like that had me laughing out loud. The other moments just had me laughing quietly to myself. The acting seemed pretty decent for the most part. Every once in a while it seemed like an actor or actress would really ham it up, but that seems typical for a B-movie. There were a couple times when the dialogue between 2 characters was actually really good, and you would forget that there was monsters after them. I give it kudos for those moments, although it kind of had the feeling of belonging in a different movie. Even though there was no teaser after the movie, or the end with a question mark, I think there could be a sequel. The effects are kind of cheesy, but they're the kind of cheesy that puts a smile on your face. It seemed like there was a lot of practical effects used in this rather than CGI. With the introduction of each new monsterized animal, it had me laughing. I give this movie 2 out of 5 heads of Jess. It was a pretty ridiculous premise, but it kept me relatively interested and it had some funny gags here and there. If you like B horror movies, you'll probably like this movie. If you love family vacations, you might like this movie. If one of your parents died by getting smashed by Paul Bunyan's axe, you might not like this movie. If you like this review, subscribe to the channel, and also give the video a like. Also share it with your friends. Share it on Facebook. Retweet it on Twitter. Snap it on Snapchat. Gram it on Instagram. Text it to your friends that don't have social media. What do you think of Love in the Time of Monsters? Tell me about it in the comments below. Also, tell me what you think I should watch next, and if I haven't seen it, I'll watch it. As always, thanks for watching, and this is Jess with Digital Skills signing out.